صلوا واعتدلوا صوتوا سكوتكم ورحمني ورحمكم الله. رب العالمين سميت راسك ان شاء الله وكي صلاه المغرب ان شاء الله. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك ربنا تقبل منا صلاتنا وصيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا كما تقبلت من عبادك الصالحين إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Can everyone please take a seat, wherever comfortable, to safely be giving a short lecture to us.
Set up. And 2 bottles of water. You come here. What is it? 7:20. Then 25 will finish next year. Then the other announcement. Now because my Tarawih starts.
I have about 15 minutes left.
Oh, plenty. So go to video. Put it now. Is your rotation on? Yes. The rotation. Good. Press the recording on.
So this live is okay.
This live the connection. I go for this recording. لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu have said in the Quran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. صدق الله العظيم. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is most kind and most merciful, and we send salawat to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah, we are in the holy month of Ramadan. It's the holy month and the first month. And we have gathered here together to remind one another, to motivate one another, inshallah, spiritually, because we need, especially this is the spiritual month, the month of Ramadan, where we spiritually will be connected with Allah Ta'ala by fulfilling His commandments, and especially the command of fasting Ramadan. On the path of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And alhamdulillah, I am only a student of Deen. I am a scholar, not an alim. You scholar alim, at least you need 10 different science of Islam to be certified and to be a person who is professional and who has expertise in that. So we are all students of Deen. Talibul ilm. We have talab of knowledge. We ask for knowledge to learn. So in the month of Ramadan is the month of fasting. That we fast is one of the pillars of Islam. Allah Ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, or you believe, كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Or you believe Allah has written for you the fasting of Ramadan as Allah has written for the other nations before. Other ummah before had time of fasting in a different way and also in a different days and different months. For us was Allah made one holy month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan is the month of Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. The month of Ramadan is the month where Allah Ta'ala revealed the Quran. There were two young boys traveling, and it was a country of Christians and Muslims living together. So they were passing through a Muslim village. These both young boys were non-Muslims, Christians. So they were hungry. And they said, let's go to the masjid and ask for some food to have. These Muslim people are good people and they will give us some. But to do that, the first one said, we need to say we are Muslims. We need to lie. Otherwise, they're not going to give us. They're not going to open the door for us if we don't say that. The second one said, I'm not going to lie. I will say, I am not a Muslim. And you do whatever you want. So they enter together in the masjid. They meet the Imam, and the first one said, I am Muslim Abdullah, and this is John, Christian. So we just came here, and the Imam Sahib said, thank you for coming. And for you, John, you told some people go and make lunch for him ready and some food to take with him also. Give him food. And for you, Abdullah, happy Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak. You have to wait till iftar. So don't lie. Because when you lie, you enter in a lie in damage for your own self. So he lied on the wrong place, wrong time. So this is the month of Ramadan. And I just remember now, another Imam said that in the khutbah of Jummah, he said the husband, now the wife will be listen. The husband should praise the food of his wife. Should say, Alhamdulillah, beautiful food, nice food. Should do that. This is the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ. Prophet praised his wife. So this man been 20 years, never ever said any good thing or bad. Never said anything about his wife's food cooking. So in his mind said, today I'm going to do it. To make one sunnah of Prophet ﷺ, I will get reward. The wife has put the food on the table and he goes, Bismillah, he eats that. He's very happy. He said, MashaAllah, SubhanAllah, this food is so nice, so tasty, so good. And the wife said, for 20 years I've been cooking for you. You never said a good word about that. Today that the neighbor brings the food, you say, MashaAllah. Today? So he also was on the wrong place, wrong time. So, Prophet ﷺ used to have these cute moments in his life also. Why? Because he testifies. He tells us that he is a human and he is the best of the humans. He is that type of human who is the best of the humans. But he is human being. The Quraysh Kufar said that how come a prophet can be a prophet while he comes to the market and he does shopping, buys things. Prophet should be an angel, come from the sky, different. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answered them that I am bringing a prophet among you. لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ. One, a type of you, from you. He is the prophet. Because you will understand better. Allah can bring an angel every time. But that, and Allah said, even if I bring the angel, you still will make something that he should do, be like that, you should be like that. So, when we talk to a person that is not Muslim, and we want to convince him that Islam is a true religion, me and you never can convince him. Because every type of personality are different. Someone is science, is a doctor. He wants scientific science about the religion of Islam. Someone is a poet. He wants poetry. So we can't. We only can say things what Allah said in the Quran and the experience of our Prophet ﷺ, but hidayah, guidance is in the hand of Allah. He only will guide. So these cute moments of the Prophet ﷺ, one of them I remember is Aisha radiallahu anha was having pain in her head, type of migraine, and she was complaining, oh so pain, I am so sick. The Prophet ﷺ said that Aisha, be happy that I am here still, your husband. If you're gonna die, I will wash your janazah, and I will pray your janazah, and I will bury you on my own hands. And Aisha said, of course, you're waiting for that, to marry another woman after me. So these are cute moments also. From this, we learn that the husband can wash the wife's janazah. The wife can wash the husband's janazah. There is no anyone else. It is allowed. And the Prophet ﷺ is eating dates with Abu Bakr and Ali. Abu Bakr, Ali and Prophet ﷺ. So they eating 1, 2 days, 3 days, not big amount. The seeds of the dates, Prophet ﷺ is putting on the side of Ali radiallahu anhu. And when Abu Bakr saw this, Abu Bakr is doing the same. Whatever the Prophet does, I do the same. He also put dates on the side of Ali. And after they finished, the Prophet said, Ali, you eat too much. And Ali radiallahu anhu said, at least I eat and took off the seeds. What about you too? So these are cute moments of the Sahaba Kiram with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is to remind ourselves that we are here, temporary, and we are going to move on the long journey of hereafter. And we will not take anything with us. We will be totally empty hands. And Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu comes to the masjid. And the Prophet saw Abu Bakr that his izar is going on the ground, so beneath his knees, and he looks like he didn't set up proper his izar. And the Prophet said, your friend, he said your friend to the Sahaba, this was the style of the Prophet talking, doesn't look good. Something wrong happened with him. And then the Prophet said, Abu Bakr, what happened to you? You look angry, you look upset. Abu Bakr said, Ya Rasulullah, I had an argument with Umar bin Khattab. He said this and I said this. And then at the end, I little bit passed the border. I took a little bit over. And I said few words to Umar bin Khattab. These also show us they are humans. Sahaba are humans too. And he's teaching for us. So after that, I regret it. I shouldn't say so much about Umar bin Khattab. Maybe he is right. So I said, Umar, please forgive me. Maybe I went so harsh on you. Please forgive me. Umar said, no, I will not forgive you. Umar is angry. So Abu Bakr is upset now. What I should do, Ya Rasulullah? Umar bin Khattab is upset with me. And then the Prophet said, okay, sit down, calm down, relax, relax. The Prophet found that it was not a big deal. The debate between them. And Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, he also realized that I should forgive Abu Bakr. What for? So he went to his house, but Abu Bakr is not in the house. He told him, brother, I forgive you. You forgive me. And then he thought maybe he's in the masjid. So he comes to the masjid. And he's also worried. And the Prophet said, Umar, come here. And Umar came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can see the Prophet now is upset. And he said, oh, you people, to everyone, all of you had a second thought about accepting Islam. Only one of you never hesitate to accept Islam. Straight away accept it. And that's Abu Bakr Siddiq. And Abu Bakr Siddiq spent his time and life and wealth for me. He was there with me when no one of you was with me. And I wanted to have a brother. I wanted to have a special, beloved friend of me. But meaning he was saying Habib. I want to have a Habib of me. And I will choose Abu Bakr to be my Habib. But I am not allowed because I am Habibullah. So Abu Bakr is my sahib, my friend, close friend. And please, no one should upset Abu Bakr. No one. And Allah has forgiven you, Abu Bakr. You don't need to ask forgiveness from Umar, because Allah has forgiven you already. And you are from the people of Jannah. So Prophet ﷺ in this majlis is giving the value of Abu Bakr Siddiq. Indication that after me is this person. And the Tabi'in says, Sahaba, after this hadith, never ever argued with Abu Bakr Siddiq. Remembering, because the promise of the Prophet who will not argue, will not be upset with Abu Bakr Siddiq. And now, Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu was asked that you are so tough, so strict. Prophet ﷺ was so soft. Abu Bakr was so soft. But you are totally opposite. And Umar bin Khattab said, I saw them very soft. If I will come the third soft, you will totally take over. So I put my strictness, my hardness between two soft people. So I came in the middle. So one soft here, one hard here. Still is okay for you guys. But in his heart, inside, Umar bin Khattab was also very soft. How many hadith we have cried? Now another hadith I remember, the wives of the Prophet ﷺ was arguing with Prophet ﷺ, all of them at once. One is talking from this side, one is talking from this side, one is talking from this side, and Prophet in the middle. He wants to tell them, calm down. They are asking for increasing of the expenses. They telling to the Prophet, what you give us, because Prophet gave to his wife, not like us every day, mashallah, every day, every night, new dress, new this, new that. The husband goes shopping, straight when he needs to buy, he comes home. The wife, zigzag, around, after 3 hours. So the Prophet ﷺ gave the expenses to his wife once a year. Here it is, you're not going to get any more. So deal all of this the whole year. So the wife of the Prophet came in the time of Futuhat, lot of conquering, lot of victory. To ask, increase a little bit, it's not enough. So little. And the Prophet didn't want to. That's why they argued. Umar bin Khattab was coming and he heard from outside. And they are talking. And Umar said, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. Can I come in? The Prophet said, yes, you can come in, Umar. I'm Umar bin Khattab, can I come in? Yes, you can come in. So Umar is coming in. The wives of the Prophet straight away, run away and hid them behind the curtains, all of them. Even his own daughter, Hafsa. And Abu Bakr sits down and said, Ya Rasulullah, I was listening to debate, talking. Everything is okay. The Prophet smiled and said, wow, amazing. I never experienced this in my life. Umar said, what, Ya Rasulullah? May me, my family, my mother, my father be qurban for you. He said, Rasulullah said, they were talking to me and I can't calm them down. They heard your voice, they run away. They're not scared of me, they're scared of you. And the Prophet asked, why are you so scared of Umar? And behind the curtains, the wife, one of the wives, and you know who he is? Aisha radiallahu anha said, Umar is very tough. Umar bin Khattab is very tough. So, and the story goes on. It's a long story. Now, Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu said on this occasion, after 1 month, come to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet was sleeping in the masjid. A small special room for the Prophet was made on that occasion. He didn't go for 30 days to his wives. Prophet got angry because of this part. And 30 days Umar bin Khattab came, Ya Rasulullah. Now Prophet was sleeping, was after Dhuhr time. It was very hot. And Umar bin Khattab see that the Prophet is sweating. The sweat of the Prophet is better than the perfume. It's such a beautiful smell that Aisha radiallahu anha get a small bottle and she collected the sweat of the Prophet and she said, I use that perfume all my life till then. So Umar bin Khattab see that there is a small, like a carpet made by bamboo. And that is very tough. And that's where the Prophet is sleeping. And in the body of the Prophet marks, you can see red marks because of that wood. And Umar bin Khattab cried and said, Ya Rasulullah, you don't have a soft bed to sleep. We can make you a soft bed to sleep. Why Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, Persian Empire, they have big palaces, those kings, who they are. We can make a soft bed for you, Ya Rasulullah. The Prophet ﷺ said, Umar, they choose dunya, we choose akhirah. They want dunya, and we want akhirah. Khusra or Kisra, the king of Persia, in his palace of gold and silver was full. He was so arrogant. He was in the top of his success. And his army defeated the Roman Empire. And he was so proud. The Prophet ﷺ sent a letter to him, embrace Islam, accept Islam, Aslim, Tuslam. You become Muslim, you will become successful. He didn't even open the letter. He tear the letter of the Prophet in parts. So arrogant. When the Prophet heard the news, he said, Allah will destroy his kingdom like that. Will tear his kingdom in parts like that. His own son killed him. The king of Persia was killed by his own son, and was killed in such a rude way that he tied his father, and he got 40 archmen, and they throw arrows one by one on the king until he died. Such a tortured death, because he did not honor the letter of our Prophet Muhammad. And the king of Byzantine Empire, Heraclius, he honored the letter of the Prophet. He respected, he read, he asked for information about Arabs, about this new prophet. And he wanted to accept Islam. But he was a politician. He thought, I'm going to lose my power, I'm going to lose my seat. And then he also talked to his own parliament, and they denied. So he did not accept the message, but he honored the letter of the Prophet. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah will give him some honor for that. And the honor, scholars say, is that only in 8 years after the death of Prophet ﷺ, 8 years after, the Persian Empire was totally destroyed by the army of Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas and Khalid bin Walid and Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah. Totally finished. The whole empire entered in Islamic country. And all of this empire became Muslim. Slowly, after a few many more years, but all the empire was totally destroyed. The Byzantine Empire, part of it, like Syria, went under Muslim, Jerusalem, Palestine, but the other part was not. And this was the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So their Byzantine Empire didn't finish yet. It was finished in the Ottoman Empire, many hundred years after. So this is the honor that Allah give you a little bit more time. So Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, he saw the life, simple life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He saw the simple life of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. But in the time of Umar bin Khattab, conquering after conquering, city after city, country after country, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Egypt, these were very, very long empires. 1,000 and 1,000 years. These empires came in the hands of Muslims, in the hands of Umar bin Khattab. And gold and silver of piles come to the masjid. And Umar bin Khattab, when he used to see that, he used to cry. And he used to say that the time of Prophet ﷺ and the time of Abu Bakr was hardship, difficulty, poverty. But 100% I am sure that that was the best time. That was the best time. Now in Futuhat and conquering that all this wealth is coming for us is a very hard, difficult time for us. This is difficult. It's a big test. And he used to cry for that. And you say, oh Allah, don't reward us in this dunya. Reward us in akhirah. And Abu Bakr Siddiq and Umar bin Khattab, when they passed away with a very, 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 very simple quote. No any wealth left behind. And Abu Bakr Siddiq he passed away normal death. That's why he's Siddiq, truthful. Umar bin Khattab was martyred and shaheed in Medina. He used to make dua, oh Allah, give me the shaheed. Make me shaheed fi sabilik, in your path. Make me shaheed in your path. Fi baladi habibik, in the city of your Habib. So Abdullah ibn Umar said, oh my father, how are you going to be shaheed in Medina? This is a Muslim city. How are you going to be shaheed here? To be shaheed, you need to go to Syria to fight there. And Umar bin Khattab said, I make a dua, an intention. Allah knows the best. And that's what happened. In a masjid, in Medina, he was killed from Abu Lu'lu al-Majusi. It's a long story. And Umar bin Khattab was buried next to Abu Bakr Siddiq and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the grave are Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam first, so from the Qibla, and from the left side arm of the Prophet is buried Abu Bakr Siddiq. And Abu Bakr Siddiq is buried where the shoulder of the Prophet ﷺ is the head of Abu Bakr Siddiq. And then Umar is buried on the left side of Abu Bakr where the shoulder of Abu Bakr Siddiq is. So, like that, not all equal, but with, so that's Prophet, Abu Bakr and Umar. When they are burying Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, Abdullah ibn Abbas is putting down the body of Umar bin Khattab in the grave. One hand tapped him and he saw Ali radiallahu anhu. Those people who say that Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman had conflict with Ali is not true. It's not true. Ali said that, Wallahi, I testify, I have heard many times the Prophet saying, ذهبت وخرجت ودخلت أنا وعمر أنا وأبو بكر وعمر. I came out, I came in, I went there with Abu Bakr and Umar, Prophet ﷺ. So they were together in dunya and together in the grave, and they will be resurrected together and will enter in Jannah together. So, inshallah, this month of Ramadan to be the month of reminding. We have, alhamdulillah, many days, so we increase our ibadah, we increase our charity, we increase goodness for ourselves, dhikr and dua. Don't waste your time. This is the month to not be wasted. More Quran tilawah, more tasbih, more prayers, more du'as. Make du'as for yourself, for your family, for your kids. Make more and more. All the du'as are accepted in the month of Ramadan. Make dua for the whole ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we all together to meet our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, and all Sahaba Kiram in Jannah. Ameen, inshallah. So for that, inshallah, we make dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this majlis. Ameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب يا أرحم الراحمين. Oh Allah, accept this majlis today. Oh Allah, accept this iftar today. Oh Allah, bless all of us. Oh Allah, guide all of us. Oh Allah, have mercy on all of us. And forgive all of us, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Oh Allah, we ask from you goodness, khair of this dunya. And we ask from you goodness and khair in the akhirah. Oh Allah, we ask from you protection from the hellfire. And oh Allah, grant us and our families and our fathers and our mothers and our brothers, our sisters and our kids, and all of our cousins, Jannatul Firdaus. Ya Rabbal Alameen, make this majlis a sabab for khair, for goodness, and a reason, sabab for the guidance of all mankind. Ameen. وأنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصلى الله على النبي الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. لله الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك. جزاكم الله خيرا.
Ismail for those
beautiful words. Thank you so much for being a good friend of the Sri Lankan Muslim community.